First off, let me comment on my appearance. I just worked out, okay? Give me a break. Just kidding. Also, I wanted to comment on my last video. I just want you to know, real life, that you're not alone. Of course, you know, the eucatastrophe helped me get over my funk. It snapped me out of my funk. But I'm not funkless. I continue to have, you know, washing here and there of negative vibes and negative thoughts, and I'm with you. I'm with you, okay? We're in this together. So, update on that. Now, also, today, I gotta tell you, I've had a really neat experience this week. I'm on my 8th day of it or something, I don't know. Craig and I have had to feed our neighbor's cat. Gotten to feed our neighbor's cat. The way it started out was they were going on a really special trip, and the last thing they needed taken care of was poor Johnny. So we have taken on the feeding of Johnny. Now, I have evolved, and it's been so fascinating. Here is Johnny Cat's big bag of food. And here's his, you know, this kind of food, with beef and gravy, with beef gravy, shreds. So that's how the week started with Johnny for me. A task to help our friends. But Johnny was a task. He had items that went with him and it needed to be done. So I haven't touched a cat in decades. I'm allergic to cats, so it makes me kind of sad that, you know, I've had to ignore them all this time. But so Craig had fed him for a day or two, and then it was my turn, and I went, and he's waiting on the porch, and he jumps off the porch as soon as you start coming up the driveway, and he starts meowing, and you open this can lid, and he meow, meow, and so he jumps up on the little area where you put the can, and at first, I tried to make sure he didn't touch me because I'm allergic. And he started eating, and I threw away the can where I was supposed to and said, "Bye, Johnny," and I left. The next time I came, I I thought, poor little guy, he's alone all day. Except for the 2 times we come to feed him. So I wonder how he's doing. And so I decided to sit on the front porch and wait and see what would happen. So after a while, he eats for a long time. He came down and he started meowing, and he came up to me, and I stood up and reached down because I thought he might come near my face. My face is the main thing that just gets all inflamed and itchy and teary. So I stood up and I leaned over, and I was doing this on his head, and he'd shake his head. I wasn't sure. I don't know what cats like. So I just put my hand down there, and he started doing this to it, like cats do. And he just loved my hand and loved my hand. And I was talking to him, and he was meowing, and I was amazed because he could go rub his head on one of their brick columns, and get a good scratching. And it just amazed me that that human contact was special. It was different, and he needed it. And suddenly, I saw Johnny as a living being, and Johnny was no longer an object. So it reminded me of this. Well, let me show you Johnny first, okay? Let's see. Are we there, Johnny? Johnny. Hang in there, people. Hang in there. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh, Johnny. Oh, Johnny. Oh, Johnny. Oh, Johnny. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Oh. Oh, Johnny. Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, Johnny. Oh, this makes me so happy. To make you happy. Oh.
It's amazing. He's so sweet. You can see I'm sitting on the porch now with him. It has evolved. And I try to make sure I don't get my face too close, but and I go home and wash my hands real good or whatever. But point being, it reminded me of this whole concept that I think about a lot. I mean, on and off, and it doesn't leave me. It's always kind of been in the back of my mind. And then I read I never finished books, I think, whole ones very often, but by Martin Buber. I tried to find it around the house and I couldn't find it. Maybe I had gotten it from the library. But the book is called I, Thou. So I-Thou. And guys, listen, stay with me because this concept is so important. It's in the top 3, okay, of life's important concepts. Do we relate to people, humans, living beings, from an I-thou relationship or from an I-it relationship? I think you know what I'm saying from my story of Johnny, and just that language is so helpful. So I went into a store a couple of days ago, and I can't remember what I was shopping for, but it was so awesome because I was shopping in a store. I was with people, it was like, oh, great. It was actually fun running errands. So I went up to the store clerk, and they didn't even look at me, and I said, could you help me find this? It's this kind of thing, and I can't see it. Yeah. Didn't look at me, walked, head down, kind of walked, and said, it's there. And they went back to what they were doing. I can keep going through life, but I felt like an it. I went to another store, and I guess full disclosure, I was bra shopping. And I have such old bras. So, and the lady she treated me like a thou. I felt human. She was fully gracious. She would look at me in the eyes, and she would respond to me. Like, it wasn't like she was just responding as a professional, but she would respond to how I was. And I felt alive and like a real being, So that is the concept. Martin Buber's I, Thou. And Johnny has come to life for me, and he has blessed me. I've loved the mornings that it was my turn to go, and the evenings, because it's like either kind of fresh day or, the day's finishing. And even though it's been hot here, we've had lovely, strong winds. And so I sit and wait for Johnny, and he has something to offer me. So I think that's all I had. Hang on, let me make sure. I think that's it. So continue to think about that, okay? One of the reasons I do these videos is because I believe in I, thou. And that is how I try to come to the videos, is thinking about you out there, over there, nearby, far away, but close in heart. I see you as a thou, and I hope you feel like a thou. It's the truth of the universe. You are a thou. Like my video, share my video. Let's be I, thou people. Love you. Bye.